What's up, Periscope? My name is D. Marie Hare. If you chiming in, I appreciate you. I can't see the little feed because I got my camera turned around. So whoever joined, thank you. I'll get back to your comments later. If you can even do that on Periscope. I don't know. This is my first time doing this thing. So thanks for viewing me, checking me out. If you got any questions or comments, actually, I'll give you my email address. You guys can reach me at dmariehare@gmail.com. Cool? Today we are going to talk about retail. I personally came from a little bit more of a salon background, right? So I went to barber school, learned how to cut. I came out, I had a hard time finding a job, so what I did was I went to a national chain, which was managed more like a traditional salon. So that was a little bit of a different path than most barbers take for me, but it taught me a lot about this thing here and a lot about business management. I learned how to read P&Ls and all that other crazy stuff that we usually don't get exposure to as barbers. So for that reason, I got very well trained on how to understand retail, what that does for your business, and how to work it into your business and all of that great stuff. So barbers miss out on this big time, man, for several reasons, right? First of all, this year, globally, men's grooming is booming. Men's grooming has been booming for about 5 years now, in case y'all didn't realize this. Men's grooming this year in 2016 is going to be, estimate, a revenue of $21 billion globally. Men's grooming products globally are going to bring about $21 billion of revenue, right? Where is that money being spent? Because it ain't with barbers, right? Like 21 billion? We ain't making that kind of money on retail. We barely sell retail in traditional barber shops, right? Why is that? It's because we never learned how to, and we never learned why we should. So I'm going to help you with that today. All right. 21 billion, we need to make more of this money. This money is being spent at Walmart, Target, at your local beauty supply stores, but mainly in salons. Salons are selling most of this product right here, and we need to get in on the game because this is men's grooming. This is only a men's grooming number. I'm not talking about women's, I'm not talking about nail polish, I'm talking about men's grooming specifically. 21 billion, and we missing out on the money. Crazy. So, I'm going to help you learn how to get in the game, okay? First of all, why should you get in the game, right? A lot of barbers say, you know, I cut hair, I'm not here to be a salesman, that's not my job. Okay, it doesn't have to be. It could be my job, and I'll show you why. Let's just take conservative estimates, right, on your income. Your income, not mine, because I don't make this in the shop. But let's just say conservative estimates, right? Let's just say you charge $25 a haircut. That's not a lot. Let's just say you do 8 haircuts a day. That's also not a lot. That's $200 a day in service. Only talking about service. We're only talking about haircuts, okay? No tips and all that other stuff. So $25 per haircut, 8 haircuts a day, that's $200, right? Another conservative estimate. Let's just say you work 5 days a week. Most barbers work 6. Don't do it. Most barbers work 6 days a week. It's $1,000 a week, okay? In only service haircuts. If you do 8 haircuts a day, you work 5 days a week. $25 haircuts, 8 per day, and 5 days a week, you make about $1,000 a week. Okay, conservative estimates. Let's just say you take 2 weeks off. Barbers also don't do that. Okay, so these are very low numbers we're talking about. Barbers also don't take weeks off. So let's just say you worked 50 weeks and you took 2 off. That's nice. You did $50,000 in service this year. That's a good number. You did a good amount of service. What if I told you that at just retailing at 10%, which is the industry standard for salons, you could add, my Sharpie giving up on me today, y'all. We might have to move to the flip chart, I don't know. you made $50,000, you can add another $5 in retail. Add another $5,000 in retail to take some money out of that $21 billion that we was talking about earlier. Because let me tell you this, your clients are buying a product, they're using product. Your clients use shampoo. Most of them probably don't use conditioner, but that's your fault. They're using styling products. They're using oil sheen or shave gel or aftershave balm. They're using products. They're just not getting them from you. You use products. Where are you getting them from? Wherever you get your products from, that's probably where they're getting their products from. So if you want to get in on that $21 billion of men's grooming, you need to add these $5,000 back into your pocket. I'm going to help show you how to do that. All right. Besides the $5,000 a year that you can give yourself, I'll give you some better reasons to sell retail. Then we'll talk about how we're actually going to do it. Okay? Retail clients are also more loyal. A client who buys retail from you is 7 times more likely to be loyal to you than a client who does not. 7 times more likely. That means that you're going to cut that client's hair 7 times more than you would somebody else's. That means that client is 7 times more valuable to you than somebody else. So that was saying $20 per haircut, right? If you see this guy, let's just do this. $20 per haircut, you see this guy every other week. 52 weeks in a year, every 26 weeks. That guy makes you $520 in a year, right? Can you imagine that a client who buys retail from you is 7 times as loyal as a guy who does not? What does that money look like, right? Here's some more math for you. So I'm just explaining why you should do this, right? The dollars and cents of it right now. Then we're really going to break down how we're going to put some more money in your pocket. Not only is this client going to be more loyal to you, if you get your product from the distributor, if you're able to get it wholesale, which you should be able to, I'll help you do that. If you can get your product from the distributor, you're going to pocket half, generally, of whatever the cost is. So let's say you got an $18 styling product. Okay? It retails for $18. So that means you put it on your shelf, you sell it to your client for $18. Of that $18, you should be paying $9. So for every product that you sell for $18, you should be buying for $9. That means the other $9 goes directly into your pocket. So not only is that client who's buying retail 7 times more loyal to you, they're going to rebook you with you, they're going to stay with you longer because they trust you, because you're an authority now on their hair and they trust you with their style. You're also putting $9, 50% of every sale, directly back into your own pocket. Does that make sense? All right, beautiful. So this is where you come up with that extra $5,000 a year. All right, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to help you guys with this because a lot of barbers always say that's not my job, right? I chop, I cut. That's not my job to sell product. I don't want to be a salesman. I don't want to sell anybody on anything. So I'm going to give you the advice that my boss gave me. So a little story about me and retail, right? I started at this big national chain. I'm not going to mention them because I don't want to get no issues with that. But I started with this national chain, right? I worked for them for 1 year. I was their most highly recommended barber. I had the most requests. I had the highest tickets. I was just doing everything right. Never called off, was never sick. To me, I was doing everything right. But I wasn't selling retail because to me, that wasn't my job. I'm a barber. I cut and shave. I do a good job of it. I shouldn't have to do this. It's not my job. I cut, right? So my boss, when it came time for my review, he said, D, you know, everything's looking real good. You're doing good. I'm proud of you. Good job. Keep up the good work. However, you're not selling retail, so I'm not going to be able to give you a raise. I said, oh, okay. Well, you can't give me a raise because I didn't sell retail. And I'm not gonna, so I quit. I'm going somewhere else, right? So I did that. I hated where I went. and I quit and I came back with my tail tucked between my legs. And I came back, he said, this is what I want you to do. I don't want you to sell retail. I don't want you to try to sell anything. He said, it's not your job. I said, damn right, it's not my job. That's what I tried to tell you when I quit. It's not my job. He said, I don't want you to try to sell anything because you seem like a salesman. You look like a salesman. Nobody likes that, right? Don't try to sell anything. He said, I just want you to talk about it. You use it for a reason, right? You use it because this is the thing that's going to give them the look that they're looking for, right? And I know that, and that's why I'm using it on their head. Specifically on this client. I'm using this product on this client because I like the way it blah, 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 right? He said, all I want you to do is talk about it. He said, whatever that thing is that you use, wherever you used it, what made you pick this one instead of that one, I just want you to tell your client that thing. And they'll be asking you to buy it. It's like, get out of here. I didn't believe it. It's like, get out of here. And sure enough, all you need to do, and stylists know all this stuff. Let me just tell y'all, stylists and cosmetologists, well, stylists are cosmetologists, but they have this talk all the time in beauty school, and that's why they get out and make more money than us. They do. They do. They get out and make more money than us, and they work. I'm not going to say they work less than us for it. I'm just going to say they have to do less heads to get to the money. Not only is it the styling, but it's because they learned all these little tips and tricks that I had to go work at a salon to figure out. Now I'm here on Periscope trying to tell y'all. All right, 2 things. Features and benefits. These seem like big ideas, but they are not at all, and I'll explain it to you. Features, what does that have in it? What does it have inside of it? Benefits is, so I'm going to say, instead of saying it like that, they want to know, what does this do? Features is going to be, what does this have? Benefits is going to be, what does this do? I don't even know if y'all can read that because my marker is giving up. I'll be better prepared next time, I promise. Features, what does this have in it? I particularly, we use, at the school that I teach at, we use Baxter. Baxter shampoo has a THC blocker in it. THC, HTC, GTH. Your client doesn't know either. I don't remember the word DTH, DHT. Maybe it's DHT, maybe it's not THC. I might have told him myself. Anyway, it's got a blocker in it. So what this blocker does is clean off the scalp, and it helps stop this buildup on the scalp that can lead to hair thinning, right? So essentially, this shampoo is gonna stop your hair from thinning or help you not thin, help your hair not thin, if that makes sense. So all you need to do is use the shampoo and then say, while you're shampooing the dude, yeah man, so this shampoo is pretty dope. It's got this blocker in it, right? So that stuff that grows on your scalp and it starts choking off your oxygen so you can't really breathe. You can't really, your scalp can't breathe and grow hair anymore. This is gonna block that so you can grow thicker hair, or it won't lead to thinning as quickly as a bad product will, or a cheap product will, however you wanna say it, right? You're gonna be like, huh, I wanna keep my hair. I should probably use something that has something like that in it. So I gave him the feature, right? What does this have in it? I told him it has a blocker in it. What is it gonna do? It's gonna stop his hair from thinning if that's part of the reason, right? There are several reasons that your hair can thin. It's not necessarily that you have too much of that compound on your scalp, but it's a very likely reason, right? So, and even if it's not, why he's gonna thin, he's gonna be scared and want to keep his hair, so he's gonna use it anyway, right? So you got your client using good products. You're gonna put that other money in your pocket. He's gonna be more loyal to you, and he's gonna trust you because he's gonna go home and use that stuff and really like it, right? Odds are he's really gonna like it, and he's gonna come back and buy more of it. That's the other part of it, right? Once you get somebody hooked on a product, they're going to come back to you because they don't know where to get it. If it's a professional product that they don't get at the beauty salon or the beauty supply, right? They got to come get this product from you if you're using professional products. So after the first initial sale, they're just repeat clients. Guys don't really like change. So if you introduce them to something that works, to something that's going to benefit them, you can get them dependent on you for it, and then you don't even have to sell it twice. Like, next time they come back and they run out, they're going to say, hey, you got some more of that? Because I ran out. You'll be like, absolutely. And you're just going to take their money. It's like candy at that point. And your haircuts are going to look better and they're going to feel better if they're on clean, healthy hair. So sell your clients good products, man. It makes everything look better. All right, so 2 things to remember. Features, benefits. What does this have in it? And what is that going to do for me? That's all you have to do. I don't want you to try to sell anything. I simply want you to say, they calling somebody over speaker. I simply want you to say, hey man, just so you know, if you want to get your hair to style like this, I'm going to put this pomade in there. You should use something like this, right? I'm going to put this pomade in there. I'm going to style it like this and then just fluff down the back a little bit. And that's how you're going to keep that look. They're going to ask you if you carry it so that they can buy it. And you're going to tell them, yeah, because you're going to buy it wholesale and then you're going to charge them twice what you paid for it. You're going to stick half of that money in your pocket, and with the other half, you're going to go buy more retail so you can get more clients hooked on it. Make sense? Listen, if you got any follow-up questions for me, my name is D. Marie Hair. You can find me at dmariehair@gmail. I am on Periscope, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook as D. Marie Hair. If you got any questions for me, email me. I would love to come out to your barber shop and have this talk with your barbers, help get them on the retail page. Also, get to let you know how you can get in contact with some suppliers, get these things wholesale to you, and start getting that retail game moving in your shops. I promise you, it'll increase your business, it'll increase your rebooks and the clients that stay with you, your client retention. Everything you need for a successful business starts right here with retail game, all right? So put money in your pocket right away with the 50% upcharge, right, that you put in your pocket. You're going to increase your money in the long term by getting your clients retained and getting them to rebook with you more often. You can't go wrong, man. Retail's the way to go. And you're going to have an easier experience grooming them because their hair is going to look good in the meanwhile, so it's not going to be all crazy when they come back to you. All right? Got any questions? dmariehair@gmail.com, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Let me know. It's nice talking to y'all, man. We'll do this next week. Thanks.